strangely here. A bird's call became a shriek. A twig snapping underfoot echoed like a thunderclap. This was not a place for the faint of heart. This was a place of whispers and shadows, where ancient magic lingered. Deep within the woods, something stirred. It wasn't an animal, not exactly. It was more like the forest itself was waking up. A presence, vast and unknowable, watched from the darkness. It had been there since before the first trees took root. It would remain long after the last human had turned to dust. The forest was its domain, and within its heart, it held a secret. A being of immense power, whispering secrets to the wind. The creature wasn't something you stumbled upon. It found you, drew you in with whispers on the wind, promising answers you craved. It didn't have a true form, not one you could easily grasp. Sometimes it was a shimmering light between the trees. Other times, a voice that seemed to come from within your own head. But always, the voices. Hundreds upon hundreds of them, overlapping, intertwining. A chorus of whispers, each one different, each one holding a piece of truth or a sliver of lies. Some said it was an ancient spirit, bound to the forest. Others claimed it was a demon feeding on the desires of men. No one knew for sure, but the stories agreed on one thing. The creature, whatever it was, possessed knowledge beyond human understanding. It could see the past and future with equal clarity, and it was willing to share its insights for a price. The creature's answers weren't always straightforward. It spoke in riddles and metaphors, its thousand voices weaving a tapestry of truth and deception. One voice might promise love and fortune. Another would whisper of betrayal and ruin. Which voice held the true answer? That was for you to decide. The creature wouldn't guide you, it merely presented the possibilities. The choices and their consequences were yours alone. Some sought the creature for knowledge, others for guidance. Lovers came, seeking assurances of their beloved's fidelity. Kings and queens journeyed to the forest, desperate for a glimpse of the future. The creature answered them all, but its words were a double-edged sword. They could bring comfort and clarity, or they could drive you mad with doubt and despair. There was a young woman named Elyria, heartbroken and lost after the death of her lover. She ventured into the forest, drawn by rumors of the creature's wisdom. The voices surrounded her, a cacophony of sound. They whispered of her lover's last moments, of his love for her, of his regrets. Elyria wept, her heart breaking all over again. But amidst the pain, she found a strange sort of peace. The creature hadn't brought her lover back, but it had given her something almost as precious. Closure. The knowledge that he had loved her to the end. Another man, a blacksmith named Torin, came seeking guidance. His business was failing, his family starving. The creature's voices whispered of a hidden vein of silver in the mountains, of a rich patron who would restore his fortunes. Torin returned to his village, hope renewed. He found the silver,